Sigismund's bastards off the face of the earth.
Listen up! If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my...
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm... And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here. Well,
Aye, we will.
goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch at the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid! And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Have you any further orders for me?
Keep watch on the battlements for now. I'll send someone to relieve you later.
Don't you start.
Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did. The more I think about it, they was either blessed, or Sigismund's mercenary army ain't up to much. When you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing down. If any of us make such a cock-up, Sir Robard will flare his skin off our backs.
You only say that because you never saw them attack.
Aye, well, it's a shame your folks couldn't.
Is Sir Robard really that?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you. I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the
serious?
hunger.
Hey, watch it! Folk these days.
What the hell?
Good health to you.
What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast.
Damn.
Greetings.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
Sir Robert, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Sir Robert, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
And believe...
Jesus! Look where you're going!
God be with you.
Sir Robert, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravished by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Why did Sigismund burn? Why did... What happened in...
Gutenberg, but the good...
Were there many?
Indeed.
I see.
Listen, lad.
So then why did
Why do you think?
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Gutenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Gutenberg silver is king.
So Gutenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Gutenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Gutenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans...
Be a bit more careful.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Do you know where I can buy and sell things?
Well, if it's food you need, go and ask in the kitchen. But if you want something else, I can't help. One of the villagers might know.
That was a tense moment this morning with Sigismund.
Sir Divish handled it masterfully. This is a strong castle. It should stand up to us. But Sigismund has an awful lot of soldiers.
Who are those peculiar mercenaries of his?
You mean the Cumans? No one knows much about them, except Sigismund enlisted them somewhere in the east. They're an evil-looking bunch, aren't they?
Not just looking. What do you think?
Fortune's
Just a shame.
Oh, shit. And you know Sir Radzig Kobyla?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times.
He must be a fine lord to take such good care.
Surely...
Ah.
About Sir Divish?
Jesus.
We escape certain death by the skin of our teeth.
Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word else.
God be with you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votava is your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny. If he hadn't already sold her long since.
What do you think?
It was a stroke of good luck. That Sigismund...
Sigismund's...
And no mistake.
Is there some...
Try Votava.
What the hell are you doing?
My respects to you.
at you, Star. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
No problem. Everything will be alright. Got it?
I suppose. Here, that's what them foreign soldiers do. And worse.
God in heaven.
They do nothing.
Sacred?
Hilma, heard the guards on watch
fire
talking about
human bones at the edge of
Nobody's going to attack us. Never
Mary,
mind.
Mother of God, preserve us.
Sigismund's moved on and we've got nothing to worry about. We can always power. Hasn't he been at it for a couple of years already?
Great! He was out there again.
It's all the same to me who sits on the throne. As long as there's
Jesus
law and
Christ
order.
be praised.
Then it's better to have Wenceslas.
Can we trade?
You won't see him marauding with foreign
If you've got the
mercenaries
coin.
pillaging towns like Sigismund.
Good day to you. What do you need?
That business.
Aye.
Is there someone...
Hungry, are you? For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. But he can...
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Look, I have to get out of here to bury my parents. I'd reward anyone who'd help me.
What could a ragamuffin like you give me? Clear off before I give you a whipping.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something. I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
As long as there's law and order in the land.
Then it's better to have Wenceslas. You won't see him marauding with foreign mercenaries and pillaging towns like Sigismund has.
True enough. Ever since Sigismund conquered Kuttenberg, you can't even trust him. Fields alive.
And the nobles are doing nothing about it.
Aye, not a thing.
Then with the strange clothes. My blood run cold.
I heard they eat their prisoners.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
That was a close thing this morning, eh? Really?
It's not for nothing he was made the King's Burgrave.
Hey, watch it. I'll remember you.
What the hell are you fooling about here for? Be off right now or I'll fucking see you off.
What? Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper. Well? Good health to you.
Is there someone here?
I don't know. He's open. Hey! What the hell do you think you're doing? If you don't clear off quick, it'll be the... What the hell are you doing? Be a bit... Well, then...
Aye.
Someone there. How about going around in country?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Agree?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied. Tough luck.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
Since it's you.
It's not worth it to me. No deal then.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not?
I'll go for that.
Hey! What the? Who are you? You, stop right where you are. Surrender!
Jesus Christ be...
So, Robot. What?
Gutenberg, but... Indeed.
I see.
Listen, lad.
So then why do
you think...
So...
King...
What?
Are you serious?
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye.
Since it's you.
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Very well, I agree.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Aye. Not a thing.
Exactly what I heard from that merchant.
Hey!
I could do with a bite to eat.
God be with you.
That business...
But he...
I need to...
And I need...
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something. I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Be a bit more careful.
Try this again.
You said yourself you don't believe a word Vilma says. Everything's fine, and that's how it is.
God be with you.
So, Robard, I need to get to Scout.
What would you do?
So, What? So, where did...
Good day.
I need to get up. My mother... What am I supposed... Alright. I need to get up.
You here again?
My respects to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got...
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
What do you say to this?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree. Finally, a reasonable sum.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off!
Jesus.
What the hell was that? I must have imagined it.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Someone there. Look where you're going.
Hey! Be a bit more careful.
need help.
Can you take a selfie just by saying take a selfie? Take a selfie.
What's the matter, laddie? Need to shit? Hey! What are you playing at here?
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got...
I feel quite hungry.
Good day to you.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right, then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone...
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
The gate!
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. I feel quite hungry. It's like they've already gone.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Oh, God.
Hunger.
Sweet Jesus. Why would anyone do this?
Would it be?
there?
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. You thought...
Run lightly. You stood by his side and he did this. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Just wait a moment. I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like this. Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you. Could do with a bite to eat. I feel quite hungry.
away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? It's Mishak. What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think I ran?
Could you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave, and I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it, anyway?
Fine. I'll take the spade and you can have the sword. You can have it right up your ass.
You think you can talk that way just because you've got a sword?
Bullshit. I don't know much about sword fighting.
Suits me. I'll knock your teeth in then. Yeah. Fucker. Fuck it! Ow! All right, you bastard. You got me. Go to hell.
That's right. Turn tail and run, you bastard.
I've got business to take care of here first. God, how I wish to be gone from this place. The First, I must bury my parents. You're gonna love it.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought.
It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye! Cut the bastard down!
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah! I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The Chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Do you need some help?
There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Henry, can you hear me? Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day. Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. You slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents. I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radic he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humour back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radic?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radic, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
Fine. But right now, I have more important things to do.
That's all you have to say? After everything we've done for you? Well, do as you see fit.